Good afternoon. It's so great to see all of you here. This is the Senior Social Part 3, and my name is Lauren Manzetti, and I did the art instruction component of the other video. And today we're looking at art that we made in response to Gladstone's work. And so what I'd like to do is, if it's all right with the rest of you, I'm going to show you a bit of a slideshow just for those viewers that have not seen maybe any of the 3 videos so that they know what we're talking about. So we're making art inspired and based on Gerald Gladstone. And so the AGO has accumulated a few paintings by him that are all galaxy, part of a galaxy series. And I really liked his work, and it spoke to me quite well when it came to the mark making and the values and the energy of the pieces. And so this one has a tan background and the broken arcs, and it's white blended with blue and black. This one looks like it's actually in pen, but it's not. It's an oil on canvas. And in the end, it has lots of very sharp lines, but there's some lovely smudging in it. But I think using a Sharpie or a marker could easily create and convey that information. And then this is the third one, which has, I think, more layers and more buildup and more accumulation of marks and really interesting sizes of thicknesses, from really, really thick and fat to super tiny, skinny little detail lines, especially when you're looking sort of down at the bottom where the mark making is happening. This is also oil on canvas. So the work I did in response to this, I used jumbo Sharpies and really thin Sharpies, chalk pastel, oil pastel, and a China marker, which is the marker that has the paper that you rip off. And these were sort of the drawings I did in my sketchbook, just thinking about what kinds of things I like. I really like circles and striations, the linear quality. And then these are the pieces I did on craft paper, 18 by 24, so not huge, but bigger than what I normally do in drawing. And I was thinking about sort of spokes of wheels and galaxies that are moving, and sort of that's sort of what I came up with a bit of layering, maybe not as much layering as his, but I was kind of interested in the process and interested in the marks being on top of each other. So I would love to see the work that you guys did in response. And Doris, do you want to go first and show us what you were doing?
Sure. Thank you, Lauren. This was so fun, I have to say. First of all, like getting beyond sort of, I don't know, that 11, 17 size, getting a bit bigger, you know, so I did find some manila paper, and I used the big fat Sharpies and grease pencil, that stuff you rip, you know, you rip the paper off and you expose your grease pencil. And I used a little, anyway, shall I reveal?
Yes.
I want to mention that I was thinking a little bit because of our conversation, Anna and Abigail, about that roller coaster experience, you know, looking up, 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 and down, 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 down. And
oh,
you know,
neat.
Yeah, here you go.
Oh, wow. Oh, that is really neat. So there's definitely roller coasters going on in that for sure. And I love the value shift.
I'm so
in the corner. Really nice, especially that, which would I guess be your top left corner, is really, which is our top right corner, is really quite neat. Lovely values. Yeah. So I mean,
I could go further. I think I could go further.
Yeah.
I could get into those like mysterious, I think, darks, but I was,
right.
You know, yeah.
Well, if you were responding only to Galaxy 1, then it kind of is very similar to that. But if you were trying to
That's true.
Go based on Galaxy 3, which is like almost all black, then
right.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. And Galaxy 1 was sort of where I was at. So
yeah. And are you wearing a Galaxy shirt? Is that what
I'm sparkly like the universe.
That's awesome. Great. Thank you so much. So who wants to go next in terms of showing us art? Anna or Abigail? Okay,
ahead, Anna.
How about you?
Go on, Anna.
All right, Anna, you get to go next. You got to unmute. Make sure you unmute. There we go.
My dogs didn't bother everybody. So first I should say my art supplies are very limited, partly COVID and partly because our basement had a flood and it's all packed up. So I have very limited material. So I'm I'm drawing on backside of things, and I don't have a lot of art supplies. So I was pretty limited in what I could do. But I what's that?
Go ahead. Yeah.
Very limited. So I didn't have a lot to work with. All I had really that would sort of work for this were just some pencil crayons and some chalk pastels. So it'd be fun to actually do this with some different material. So I'm going to definitely try this exercise again. I also don't think I had total success in anything. Not a lot of variation in color. So I started, here was one version, which was, I think this is white paper, but I sort of faked out the manila with just using a color. And then, so this particular one, I think I tried putting on lines and then color and then more lines. Not sure that I liked that approach. Then I tried it by putting in all the color and then drawing and smudging it and then adding lines on top. I think that works a little better for getting a bit more value.
Oh, both of those are exquisite. They actually really remind me of Mondrian's tree series that he did on fracturing an apple tree more and more and more. They're both so beautiful. They're just lovely.
Well, they were fun. I must say it was a really fun idea of doing the shapes and the lines and not really matching them necessarily, but just sort of seeing what happened. Yeah. And then I thought, because I really prefer working with more color, let me just try doing a really colorful rubbed background and then drawing a bunch of lines on top of it.
Oh,
so
that's beautiful. Yeah. That is really, really
so good.
Really? Well, if it is, it's kind of by accident because it was just for fun. Yeah. But it was fun just to experiment with the shape and the colors. I'd like to keep doing, notwithstanding the fact this is like a ripped piece of paper. Didn't matter.
Yeah, so you need to get more paper.
I need more paper. And I'd love to do this. I've never used wax pastels because I'm being the rookie of the group here. So I think I might try that again with some different materials that smudge and blend a little bit more than the chalk pastels.
I really like the gray shapes that are in behind your bright red lines. Like it feels like there was another drawing going on or in the distance. There's a lot of depth in that piece. Like it's really, it's very multi-layered. Yeah, it's exquisite.
Well, it actually is very multi-layered.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. So it was fun.
Thank
it was
you so
really
much
fun. I'm going to keep, I really love this one.
Well, good. As someone who usually likes to paint, it's great that you're willing to try some drawing supplies. So
yeah, well, I think once we get to go to stores, I will add some new tools here.
Oh, great. Well, thank you so much for sharing. How about you, Abigail? We'd love to see what you had going on.
Yeah, I had fun with this. I really did a little bit of jumping off from the Galaxy One. And because like everybody here, I can't get out to stores, so I just used what I had. So I wasn't able to get big, but with this one, I was just using some chalk pastels, and I went over it with some gold, just to give a bit more of a glow, but you can't really pick it up this close. And I like the chalk pastel because I was trying to get the smudginess in the middle. Mm-hmm. And then I was trying a different kind of color background with,
very cool.
What I'll do is I'll turn this way a little bit more.
Oh, there we go. Yes. Oh, wow. Those forms seem like pieces of glass coming out of that sphere that you've created, that woolly ball.
It's an interesting thing because although he calls it galaxy, it looks very leaf-like, as you mentioned, Lauren. Again, sticking with the black piece, I was trying to just do some other kind of color matches and doing the smudging with the chalk pastel.
It might be neat to see within the white and yellow sort of sphere that you pull out maybe some sharpness in it to just sort of say that that's closer to you, like say in the center or off to the center, because those other leafy shapes are really coming forward.
Yeah,
but it's really, really lovely. Yeah.
And this is my last one because I in terms of galaxy, I was seeing not so much the leaves around the outside, but things jumping off. So this is kind of like some kind of a nebula with the leaves jumping off as kind of like a firestorm or something like that. So so again, it was just a very fun set of fun idea to play with.
Yeah. Oh, and I love the variety of smudgy and sharp is a nice juxtaposition too. I mean, those are all, I mean, and they're all so different from Gladstone's work too. I mean, the fact that you introduced some color in that, I was out of my comfort zone because I like doing color, but I thought, no, I'll be out of my comfort zone. But well done. Those were all really beautiful. And I'm so glad that you're excited about trying to do other things, either with other materials or other ideas, because that's kind of what it's all about. And so we hope that you enjoyed our segment looking at what we made. And by all means, if any of you want to put any of your things on Instagram, if you can tag it #AGO makes as well, then other people can see how that came about. And I appreciate all of your hard work in making art with us. And hopefully you'll see us again next month with somebody else. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay, take care. Bye now.
Thank you, Lauren. Bye-bye.
It was
Bye,
fun.
Anna. Bye, Abigail.
Bye.
Fun, everyone.